Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hot Seat, Crappy Video Qualities podcast. I'm your only host, Braden Lander, and I'm here to talk about games. That's exactly the reason why I started this, was to talk about games. The past couple of days, I've been kind of thinking, pondering, and I've decided that I just want to talk. I just want to talk about games. That's what I want to do. And there aren't many people that I've found that are as optimistic, I guess, and as passionate to talk about games. I have a couple friends in mind, but I wanted to kind of start this up just so that I could get this off my chest and just talk. I just want to talk. That's all I want to do. So this is the hot seat, and this is part of Crappy Video Quality, which I've been doing a little bit of. It started kind of growing last summer, and then with No Man's Sky, and then No Man's Sky just after 8 hours or so just completely fell off the grid for me, and I stopped. I just stopped making videos. I stopped streaming or whatever, and so I really want to get back to that. So I kind of overhauled my channel a little bit, made new logos, and I hope you like the logos. I kind of wanted to go for a retro '80s vibe. I like that. I like that aesthetic. And so yeah, I really really enjoy that aesthetic, and I want my channel to be one of those channels where it's a rainy day. You don't want to do anything outside. You got a warm cup of coffee right next to you. I know this sounds super super cliche, but this is what I really want it to be. I just want it to be a comfortable, a comfy environment where you're just sitting down, relaxing, and you just want to pop on something where you just listen to somebody talk about games, whether you agree or disagree. I mean, I can't really do much about that because this is what I'm saying. This is what's coming out of my mouth. This is what I believe in. And so, yeah, I just want that to be the mantra of not only this podcast but my channel as a whole. This first one, it's kind of a smaller scaled podcast, I guess. This first episode I'm talking about, because it is my first. I just want to talk about what I want for the channel, what I want for this podcast, but I do have something interesting planned out, because this is a podcast about games. This is a podcast about what I love. This is a podcast about what you love, especially. And so later on in the episode, I will be talking about the Switch event, because that is happening today, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm so excited for it. Me and my friend, we're ready for it. We are ready for it. So I'm going to be talking about that. Super pumped up for that. But first, let me talk about what I want for the channel before I get into all the fun stuff. If you hear some mouse clicking, that's just because I have it set up right next to my PC. Okay. This is what my schedule is going to look like. This is what the schedule I want this channel to have is. So I want a Let's Play or whatever, just something. I just want some piece of content for you guys. Every Tuesday and every Thursday. I want the Hot Seat podcast to go up every Thursday starting today, or maybe if I don't get this up early enough, it might leak over into Friday, but hopefully not. Then I want to have some type of review, movie reviews, game reviews, because I'm a huge movie buff as well. So I kind of want this channel to be a little mix between games. Well, mostly games. But I also want to have that other option to go to talk about. And so movies, by far, is that. That is the other option I want to talk about. So I'm going to have reviews up for games, hopefully, every Tuesday after the game comes out. Movies, I don't know, probably a couple days after I see it, just so that it is ingrained into my mind. And I have a couple days to ponder over the subject and of the filmmaking and all that stuff. So Let's Plays, that's pretty simple to describe. I mean, I'm just going to be playing games. Hopefully, I should be getting some good old monies in here pretty soon. I want to invest in a camera to go on top of my PC so that you can see my wonderful face. It's not that wonderful. Don't get excited. And also a Razer game capture, or just some type of game capture, so that I can hook up my PS4 up to the PC, so that it's not easier but more robust, I guess you can say, more options for me to give you guys more quality. Because I like the video capture on the PS4 and all that stuff, but it's not up to snuff. It's not what I would like it to be. I want more customizable options. So that's what I'm gonna hopefully get with the game capture. I use XSplit, whatever, yada yada yada, Adobe products, blah blah blah. So Let's Plays will go up every Tuesdays and Thursdays, hopefully starting next week even. Which would be January 19th is the Thursday, 17th is the Tuesday. So 17th and 19th, hopefully. So let's see, the hot seat. The hot seat is my project. I mean, this whole thing is my project. I don't know why I said that. It's a thing that I want to be, for this channel to revolve around. I want the hot seat to become something. Okay. As of right now, I don't have an intro to this show. I want one. I don't know exactly how to make one. I'm learning Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere right now. I'm pretty well versed in Photoshop and Illustrator, but video making, intro making, I'm not exactly a connoisseur of. So, yeah. But what I want the hot seat to be is a podcast. I mean, that's what it is. But I want to be talking to you. I want you to be talking to me through questions, emails, all that jazz. And so I want this to be super conversational. I want this to be about games and movies possibly, but I want this to be about games. I want to be talking about this stuff because this is what I'm passionate about. And I hope if you're listening to this, that's what you're passionate about as well. Reviews are pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be chopping the reviews up in various sections: gameplay, sound, story, if it needs a story. I'll still have the story part, but you know how story goes in games. They're not the best, and some of them don't need them. So I'll adjust accordingly. And then the verdict, I'm not going to give a numbered score because I think numbered scores are silly. Especially nowadays, they were much better back when. Now you have reviews given 8.87s and bullshit like that. And I don't agree with that because I think that's pretty redundant. Might as well just explain how you feel about the game, because a score is how you feel. And I feel like some people look at some games and be like, wow, it scored that. That is awful. I'm not going to buy this game, without giving it a chance and enjoying it, possibly. I mean, yeah, there's the off chance that you don't like the game. Okay, that's fine. You don't like it. That's okay. But hey, at least you gave the game a chance and didn't dismiss it just off the fact that GameSpot gave it a 6. Even a 6, that's silly. You should still, I don't know. A 6 is fine to me. It just means it's not great. It's decent. It's decent. Some parts of the games are worth playing, others not really. Okay, but besides that, reviews, self-explanatory. So what I want this channel to be, I want this channel to be a community. Again, these are going to be so cliched, but this is what I actually want. I want to take inspiration from Easy Allies, who I absolutely adore them. When they were at Game Trailers, their E3 coverage was exceptional, and that is honestly what motivated me to even do this in the first place. Next off is Kind of Funny. I love them. I love Kind of Funny games so much. Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty got me through some pretty rough times, to be honest with you. 2011 was not the best year, but Podcast Beyond helped me through it. It was awesome. Podcast Beyond was actually a family to me, and I really enjoy them. Nick Scarpino, the producer slash seducer, he's fucking awesome. As well as Tim Geddes and Kevin. Tim Geddes he's got a passion for what he does, and I love it. I love it so much. Kind of Funny games. I applaud you because you are fantastic. Your conversations are great. Colin, you are fucking awesome. All that stuff. So yeah, those are my inspirations. I want this to become a community, though. I want people to come together, talk about what they.
I can't find the answer to the question I
All right, Alexa, whatever you want. Sorry, my Amazon Fire or whatever. And so I want this to become a community. I want people to come together, talk about what they love, and do it with me. I mean, I'm not famous or anything like that, so you can talk to me. We can have conversations. We can become friends. I mean, that's what I want this community to become. I want this community to become a band of friends who all share a common interest, though might agree or disagree with things that others say. I mean, that's how you learn. Okay, that's how you learn. You learn through debate. You don't learn by agreeing with somebody on everything that you talk about. You learn because you disagree. And there becomes the platform for learning. I mean, you can't learn by talking about the same stuff over and over and over again. You have to look at both sides, and that's how you decide what you believe in, and that's how you learn. That's how you grow as a person, and that's what I want this channel to be. I also want this to be quality entertainment, and I want you guys to listen because you enjoy it. I want you guys to listen because you relate to maybe an anecdote that I put out there one day. I want you guys to listen because I'm enjoyable. I'm just enjoyable to listen to. And yeah, another thing, I want growth. I want to grow as a person, and I want you guys to grow as people. If you're listening to this, and I want this channel to grow. I want people to be alongside, to watch as this creation that I construed to grow. So that's what I want the channel to become. It's nice. We're already 15 minutes in. That is exceptional. And that is a perfect segue into what is coming up later tonight. And that is the Nintendo Switch event. But before I go into that, I know I said perfect segue, blah, blah, blah. I just want to really impound this into my head and yours. I want this to be a community. I want crappy video quality to become something that you turn on a rainy day, as you turn on a bad day, you turn on at work. I don't want you to get fired, but I want you to have an enjoyable listening experience, watching experience, audio, visual, blah, 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 blah. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just want this to become the best it can be, and the only way that can happen, really, is if I do my part, which is put stuff out when I'm actually going to say it's going to come out. And maybe there's just some random things here and there. And for you guys to just watch and take it all in and be vocal about what I might be doing wrong, what I might be doing right, what you guys want. I have to be able to adapt to you guys, and you guys have to be able to tell me or teach me how to adapt. Even if I don't agree with it, I'll try my best. We'll make compromises. So, talking about compromises. Yeah, no, okay. The Nintendo Switch event is coming up tonight, January 12th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time. No, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Yes, I believe that is correct. So let's talk about this. Let me talk about this, and you listen, take it in. This is what I want, okay? Nintendo has been a staple of my gaming career, I guess you could say. It was the beginning. Nintendo was the beginning. My first game console, and yeah, I know it's kind of late in Nintendo's lifespan, was the Nintendo GameCube. And one of my favorite games of all time is Super Mario Sunshine. That game gets a lot of flack. And some of the things are warranted. They are. But some of the things aren't. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the Nintendo Switch event. But first, before I can talk about that, I have to kind of say what has happened over the past couple of years with Nintendo. Nintendo let me look this up. I believe it was Nintendo Wii U or with the Wii U reveal. I want to say this was E3 2011. The Wii U was revealed with a crazy Zelda tech demo, and one of the biggest troll moments in history at E3. At the very end of the conference, Nintendo goes, or Reggie, in fact, goes, "We've got one more thing for you." And everybody was like, "What could this be? A new Metroid? A new what is that? F-Zero? New F-Zero? A new Animal Crossing?" The screen fades. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's getting ready for what this could be. Everybody's waiting for that trailer to drop that will determine what the game of the show is for that person. And that's when it happens. Fireworks go off. Everyone's like, "What is this? What can this be?" And that's it. Fireworks revealing Nintendo Land, a party game. That was it. That was the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end, which leads to this new beginning. So let's talk about that period of time, right? The Wii U came out in 2012. The Wii U came out in 2012. And it was a commercial failure because of the marketing. And the reason why it was a commercial failure because of the marketing was because of the name, the Wii U, which many consumers believe to just be an accessory to the normal Wii. And with the gamepad, because the console itself did not look much different. It was much less polygonal and more rounded in the edges than the Wii was. And so, if people just did a quick glance at it, right? Oh, look, that's a Wii. And this is the Wii U, a $300 accessory. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to buy this for my kids for Christmas. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, look, this Mario game, which looks like all of the other Mario games, or New Super Mario's on the Wii. What's the difference? This accessory for $300, and that is where Nintendo failed. That right there was the biggest probably the biggest blunder of this generation and possibly ever in the games industry. That is where Nintendo's downfall began. Not in the quality of games, but in the quantity of games. And there's a reason for that. Nobody was buying this thing. Okay? The quality of the games were not bad at all. Some of the best games ever made are on the Wii U. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Mario Kart 8, which was actually my game of the year 2014. 2014. And I didn't even own it. It had Yoshi's Woolly World, which is awesome. Captain Toad, Bayonetta 2, which was NeoGAF's game of the year in 2015. No, 2014. That was 2014. You had Xenoblade Chronicles X. You had Smash Brothers. Okay. 2014 was the year of the Wii U. Mario Kart 8. Did Tropical Freeze come out? Tropical Freeze. Wii U. Let's see, when did that come out? Tropical Freeze came out in 2014, ladies and gentlemen. February 14th, Valentine's Day, Tropical Freeze came out in 2014. Okay, you had Tropical Freeze in 2014, February 2014. Then you had Mario Kart 8 in May 2014. No, this can't be. Okay, that's what I thought. Mario Kart 8 in May 2014. Then you had Smash come out in 2014. And you had Bayonetta 2 come out in 2014. 2014 was one of the worst years of games. But not for Nintendo. Not for the Wii U. Not for the quality. But the quantity of Wii U's being sold was not there, and therefore the downfall of the Wii U. The downfall of Nintendo. And that is where we meet now with the Nintendo Switch. Okay, the event is tonight. This is it. This is the rebranding of Nintendo. This is the upheaval, the upbringing of Nintendo after the horrible, horrible downfall commercially of the Wii U. So what do I want? What do I want? Who cares what I want? I want third party. There needs to be third party. What was the difference between the Wii U and the Wii? The Wii had so many more shovelware games, so many more games in general, so many more AA games. You had a Call of Duty on the Wii. I'm not saying it was the best, but the shooting was very good because you had the Wiimote. Okay? Third-party games on the Wii and the Wii U was a completely different playing field. Because the Wii actually had them. The Wii U at the very beginning of its life had a couple. Mass Effect 3, I believe. Batman Arkham Knight. No, not Arkham Knight. What was this spin-off? Batman. No. Okay, what was that? Okay, there was a Batman game. Okay, I'll figure this out. What else did you have? You had. That's it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously there are many more Batman games. Okay, gotta find this. Batman Arkham Origins. There it was. I believe Arkham Origins was on the Wii U. And for third-party games, I can't really think of much more. You had, I don't know if that was published by Nintendo or not. Lego City Undercover. I don't know. That game came later, but it was awesome. Third-party games were dead on the Wii U. And so for this Nintendo Switch, I don't really care for third-party games on the Switch simply because I already have a PS4 and a PC. But other people do, and that is how you sell your games. I mean, that's how you sell more consoles. People who buy Nintendo games or yeah, people who buy Nintendo consoles are there for the Nintendo games. So you don't specifically have to put a whole bunch of third-party games, but that's how you sell more Wii U's. You pair them with the Nintendo Classic games, and you put them into a complete package. Then you sell that package because people have options. It's not just waiting for that Nintendo game to come out. You can play your Battlefields, your Call of Duties, your Mass Effects. I don't think Mass Effect Andromeda is going to be there. But you know what I mean. Skyrim is rumored, okay? So with third party comes first party. The first party games have to be there like they were in Wii U, just more. Retro games need to come out of hiding. I don't know what they think they did, but they didn't do it. They shouldn't be scared to come out and into the light in front of the public. I don't know why they are. They need to come out. Everybody. The new Zelda game looks awesome. Zelda Breath of the Wild. It looks so good. And right there, I mean, if that's launch day, which I completely believe it will be, then I'm in. Because Breath of the Wild looks fantastic. Then there are rumors that a new Mario Kart, which I believe, not new, but improved Mario Kart 8, added content. Mario Kart 8 is the best Mario Kart ever. So anything they do next will have to be leaps and bounds beyond Mario Kart 8, which I just don't see ever happening. So if you just take the base Mario Kart 8 game and expand on that, there you go. That's all I need. A new Splatoon is rumored. Smash is rumored. But let's see the Pikmins. Let's see the F-Zeros. Let's see the Metroids come out. Come out to play. Come out into our hands. Let's see an Animal Crossing. New Leaf was... Animal Crossing New Leaf was in 2013, 2012. It was 2012? No, that's not right. 2012, November 8th, 2012. I think that was Japan. New Leaf, American release. Let's see this. American release. Yes, June 9th and June 14th outside of Japan. So, yeah. New Leaf came out. I want a new Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing New Leaf is one of my most played games of all time. So to have that on the Switch where you can hook it up to TV, play it on the TV, and take it out and take it where, oh my god, that's scary. That's actually terrifying to think about because of how much I've played the past Animal Crossing games. I want Punch-Out. I want Star Fox, which the hate for Star Fox Zero is completely overblown. Like, sweet mother of God, that is terrible. A new Xenoblade Xenoblade X remastered, or whatever you want to say, is rumored. That'd be crazy to have on the go. Xenoblade X Chronicles on the go. That'd be insane. Nintendo has to get these games. Nintendo has to get their first party games. I want a new IP. Maybe that's what Retro's doing. I don't know. But Retro needs to come out. It needs to come out and say hi. And then go back into its little cave to work on this game and then give it to us. But it has to be there. And how could I forget a new 3D Mario? A new 3D Mario could be revealed tonight. Is it going to be Super Mario Sunshine? I don't know. No. Why'd I ask myself that question? No. It's not going to be. It's going to be like Galaxy. Yeah. Yes. I feel like the new 3D Mario is going to be a mix between Galaxy and 3D World. Okay? And that would be awesome. I'm down. Give it to me now. A 3D Mario could make it at launch on the Switch. And if that happens, that is absolutely fucking bonkers. And I'm in. I'm in even more. I'm in even more. Okay, so games. I mean, you gotta have the games. But another factor, especially of third-party games, is online. The network, the Nintendo Network ID things, whatever that is, it needs to be much more complex. It needs to be much. Okay, complex might be the wrong word. It needs to be much more structured. It needs to be like a PSN or an Xbox Live where it's easy to boot it up with friends. Get rid of this shit friend code thing. Okay? Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. It's if you do, I don't know. I don't know if you understand infrastructure, networking infrastructure. It just makes it harder for the user. Just let me type in someone's name, okay? And then boom, there it is. Add friend, party up. Let's go play the new Mario Party. No, terrible idea. Do not go play the new Mario Party. Mario Party. I hate Mario Party. I want to kill myself every time I play Mario Party. Mario Party is so good. Okay. Network. Gotta have that network. The network has to be not I can't say perfect because Xbox Live or PSN is not perfect, but it has to be structured accordingly so that the user can use it well and easily. And it has to be customizable. The Mii's will never go away. The Mii's will always be there. So expect that. The Mii's are great. The Mii's are like Xbox Live avatars, right? So use that more, okay? The next thing I want from the Switch is comfort. I want the controllers to be awesome. I want that thing that you slip into the, whatever you call it, I don't know what you call it. I want that thing to slip out and to be nice in your hands. I don't want to look like a bozo walking around this. What? I don't want the bozos. I don't want to look like a bozo walking outside with this big ass tablet in my hand. I want it to look nice. I want people to not stare and be like, is he actually playing video games outside of his home? And then I hear them say that, and I say, yes, I actually am. Thank you. I don't want people to be like that. You know, the funny thing is, with that new iPad, I knew iPad's bigger than my monitor. Not really. I don't think it is. If I see somebody outside with that thing, then I'm going to make fun of them. But if that person looks at me and says, are you really playing the Nintendo Switch outside of your home? I'm going to look at them, and I'll be like, first of all, I can't believe you know the name of what I'm playing. Second of all, why the hell do you have a computer monitor in your hand? You know, I want this thing to be comfortable. And then when I'm home, I want to be comfortable sitting on the couch playing my game with both hands. And you know, we were talking about this. Do I want another Wiimote where I'm pointing? Kind of. But I don't want to have these two little sticks in my hand where one motion, I'm going to snap the damn thing in half. I don't want that. I want this thing to be comfortable. What I don't want is another Wii U. I don't want gimmicks with the gamepad. The gamepad was such a genius idea. I honestly believe it is. A second screen, it's good, but they didn't do enough with it. I don't want this to be unsuccessful. Commercially, Nintendo has to knock this out of the park, or just better than the Wii U. Because that will allow the consumer to have more games, play more games, and then companies will look and be like, wow, the Nintendo Switch is doing well. So let's put our game, which has sold gangbusters on the PS4 and Xbox One, on here. And then right there, Nintendo gets more profit because people see that this game, which is supposed to be amazing on these consoles, is also amazing on this console. But they also have the Nintendo games to play. And that's it. That is the key to Nintendo's success here, everybody. I don't want another Wii U. I don't want another E3 2011. I want this show tonight to be the redemption story Nintendo needs. I want people tomorrow. I want to go back to wherever I'm from. I don't even know where I'm from. And I want people to talk. I want to hear people talking about this thing. I want the rise of Nintendo to be back. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. If I had to say I was a fanboy anywhere, it'd probably be PlayStation. But I'm not going to say that, even though I just did. Nintendo, I want you to become what you once were. Innovators. I want you to be innovators. I want you to invent new types of games that I've never played before. The only magic that I got from Nintendo on the Wii U was Splatoon and Mario Kart 8. That's it. That's it. There's so many other games that just I don't feel that Nintendo magic. I feel like Nintendo just put this thing out. Smash was great, yes. It was awesome. I love that game. I played that game so much. But well, I guess I would give some Nintendo magic to that. Bayonetta 2, I haven't played that. I heard it's awesome. What do I expect? Critically, I expect this to be amazing. I expect the Nintendo Switch to have more, and I hate Metacritic, more 90 plus reviewed games than the PS4 or the Xbox One in its first 2 years than the PS4's first, or years up until now. Okay, critically, I believe it's going to be a huge success. Commercially, it's going to be moderate. Okay, coming off the Wii, you can't fully mend the wounds that the Wii U created. You can't. Well, you can, but it's going to take a while. And the first step is to market the Switch accordingly. This Switch has to be a success for Nintendo. It has to be, because then you can start the healing and mending of the wounds that the Wii U created commercially. Okay, commercially, what I expect is this not sell gangbusters. It won't. It will not sell insanely unless today's showing is above and beyond what everybody's expecting. Okay. Commercially, this thing has to do well. I expect it to do well, but not amazing. Not Wii numbers at all. Not Wii U numbers at all. It's going to be great, guys. Commercially and critically. The Nintendo Switch, I expect it to be great. Nintendo cannot slip up again. They can't. They really can't. What do I expect for today? I expect lots of games to be announced. I expect the first 6 months of the Wii U, or the Nintendo Switch's lineup to be shared. I don't expect any ginormous announcements, though obviously I would like them. I don't expect those at all. I expect today to be a great show. I really do, and I'm super hyped for it. I hope you guys could tell that I'm as excited for it as you should be, because this event is going to be fascinating. It is going to be interesting, and it's going to be explosive. I hope people talk about this thing afterwards. I hope it's on another E3 2011. But see, okay, going back to what I expect. I expect the lineup for the 6 months to happen. Then E3 to come around, and that's when they show off things that they're not going to announce, or they're not going to release for a couple of years. Not a couple of years. A couple of years is insane. A couple months. A year at most. I hope Nintendo goes the Bethesda route. And they go, hey, Fallout 4, blah, blah, blah. 6 months from now, 4 months from now, 5 months from now, Pokemon, hopefully going to be sometime this year. I need to get back to Sun and Moon. Today's show is going to be awesome, everybody. It's going to be awesome. Sorry for that noise in the background. Stupid rabbit. Whatever. Thank you so much for joining me in my very first The Hot Seat episode, episode 1. As this community grows, as I get a larger viewer base, I want to bring more people onto the show. I don't want to be the only one talking because if you can't tell, my voice is starting to die. Not really. But I'm a little stuffed up. So if you hear me talking like this a little bit, sorry. That's me. My illness. I don't really have an illness, but that's what it is. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 1 of The Hot Seat. If you are annoyed by the clicking and clattering of the keyboard, I'm sorry. I am actually sorry. And so, yeah. I mean, thank you very much for tuning in. If you did, this is episode 1 of The Hot Seat. Nintendo Switch event is on tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is The Hot Seat. This is the Crappy Video Quality channel, and I am Braden Lander, your host. Everybody have a great day.